Alright guys, welcome back to the Cutting Up Classics YouTube channel and the Minter Fab shop here. We got the box for the Bad Investments Ford in here. We spent a bunch of time this week, and last week, getting the valance cleaned up and painted, inner fenders, and then kind of got everything polished up. Still not 100% happy with it, but the box is all polished. Painted everything, then weathered everything. Not really a fan of the fake patina, but we had to do something with this. We couldn't just leave it blue. So, gonna continue getting this finished up. We are gonna go over here and play with some wood. Gonna stain this maple deck here for this guy. It's got the clipless or boltless bolt kit. Not a boltless bolt kit, but a hidden fasteners bolt kit for the center runners. Had to go to Tacoma Screw and pick up some stainless fasteners for the inside of the box there where the tubs were added. And then I had to order a bolt down kit for the bed. We have a stainless bolt kit for it, so I had all the rest of the stuff except for the actual bolt down kit for the bed. I did trim up these guys this morning for the front and the back there that go in front of the tubs and behind the tubs. But yeah, as you can see, the shop's a mess. Things have been crazy around here. Got a bunch done on this black Ford here the other day. So this blue Ford, this 53 Ford we call Bad Investments, has to be at the Vintiques this year, which is in a week. And as you can see, we have it tore apart, and it's going to get farther tore apart before it gets better. So we got to get rolling on this. I'm going to sand this stuff up real lightly with a 220 sandpaper, clean it all off, and then we're going to get some stain put on it. Not a stain, but a clear. Just something to protect it. UV, don't really want to add a color to it, so just a clear. It'll brighten up the wood, bring out the colors in it. It'll look nice. Alright guys, as you see here, we are missing some handles. We've kind of been fighting with what we're putting on here. Bought some different stuff. Ended up settling with some Fat Fender garage parts to match their expensive dome light up there. Got some nice expensive handles. Come on. Should have had this ready. Anyway, I'm going to fit these. They've got the handle, and then there's a little bezel in here. Little set screws. So, I'll get these put on, show you what they look like when they're on. Alright guys, so that was not fun. We actually found a flaw in Fat Fender's door handles with original door mechanisms. So the aftermarket ones are splined on the front, and then there's a little dimple for the set screw, and then they're splined behind it. The factory ones are not splined back there, so it's a solid round dowel. They would not go on all the way. I've been out here for about 2 hours now, measuring and figuring out what was actually going on. I actually talked to Fat Fender, been texting back and forth with them. Dan over there has been super helpful, so I was able to actually machine out the inside of the end of it, so it would slide over that, and now they're working. Window cranks are on. They do look good. Got to get my screws in that. We have a gas pedal to put in. All that nonsense. Now, don't worry about the state of this. It's getting detailed. But we do have the fuel tank out of it. It is an aftermarket tank, Boyd's tank, I believe. And I've seen their tank used on a couple different trucks now. And they center up the fuel fill. Well, on these old trucks with a wooden bed, there's a strip of metal right down the middle, which means you have to cut the metal and split the wood from the filler from one hole to the one board to the next, and it's absolutely dumb. So I've got the tank over there. It's been airing out. We washed it out really good. It's drained. We're gonna put it on the table here and we're gonna cut it apart. So we're gonna move it over. We marked the hole where it needs to be before we took the tank and everything out. So I think that's gonna happen next. Yeah, let's get after it. All right, guys, I figured I'd show you these. They're all tacked up now. So I'm gonna sand these down here and put another coat on these before I get on the fuel tank. So let me do this real quick. Got the wood stained behind me there, drying up. Now let's go over here to the fuel tank and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So this is the center of a board, center of the truck. Well, that really sucks because then you got to cut the metal and all that to get your access hole in there. So just trying to envision how this worked. Pretty sure that is the mark for our center of the new inlet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sawzall this off, clean it up, and then I'll cut out a piece of aluminum to cover that. And then this guy will go over here and we'll weld it back on. Try not to blow up. All right, guys. So, welded a couple tanks in my life. Still here. This one's got water in it now, and it's been flushing outside, running water through it. Still smells of fuel a little bit. So, I was always taught years ago to look back into them to pull air through them. You can't smell fuel. Won't explode because there's no fumes. So that's why it's got water in it. I'm going to turn on the vacuum here, blow the fumes away from me, and see what happens. Nobody died. That's a plus. Yeah, it's all welded up. I took it outside, flushed it some more. I ended up pulling the pump and stuff out of it. I wanted to leave it in there, so I just had one inlet and one outlet for the air. So get that all dried out and cleaned out. I got all the little aluminum pieces out of it and whatnot. The wood here, it's pretty warm here today. It's 100 degrees outside, so it's 105 in here. It's not that bad, but it's definitely warm. This stuff is tacked up, so I think we're going to start putting the bed together. I have a schedule, like I said. Maybe I didn't say. I can't remember now, but this thing has to be at the Vintiques by next Thursday. I did say this. I remember saying it now that I'm speaking again. So I think what I'm going to do is start placing some boards in here. See what happens. So I thought we would start up here with what is most likely going to be the most problematic pieces. Maybe not. But this was obviously modified. That's going to look good. The next day, got the box all put together here, as you can see. Fought with this for a while, trying to get everything lined up. It's pretty dang close. These things are lots of fun because there's hardware everywhere underneath of them. You got body braces underneath there. So She's all polished up, ready to go. I'm gonna put some new connectors on the tail lights, and then we have a hidden latch kit and stuff. I like the chains. I think they fit the style of the truck. Kevin doesn't want to listen to them rattle, which I get. So we've got a hidden latch kit. We're gonna get that put on it. Then the truck is out front. We got the gas tank put back in it after we did not die. Got that welded up, so you can see here, center of the truck. Now the filler's over there. Got to fix the pinion angle. We got to drop it down just a little bit. Kind of gave it a quick wash up. I'm gonna go get some detailer, and we're gonna get the frame all cleaned up. The truck actually did get detailed itself. Not detailed, but it got washed. So just a quick bath. It's still all oxidized and stuff. We did cut this and buff it. I did not get a good polish on it, so we're gonna do a new cut with that chemical guys stuff, and then I will go through and we'll do a heavy polish on it, get it all ready. I'll probably end the video today. We still have about 4 more days of working before the Vintiques show. We gotta pull the steering column out of this, so yeah, see what else we can get done today, and all right, guys, let's wander outside here. It's hot out here and it's humid in the shop. It's humid out here too, but it's compounding with what's in the shop, and it is horrible. So, this is the old bed floor. And what we did is we found the center of a board and drilled a hole. And that's exactly where I drilled that hole yesterday to start my center for the gas tank. So, center of the second board over and 9 inches up from the end of the bed. Not the end of the wood, the end of the metal part of the bed. 9 inches up. And we're gonna cut that hole in the new wood. I thought drilling those little holes was scary. See what happens. All right, guys, I would be lying if I told you I wasn't crapping my pants right now. Not really looking forward to cutting this out. And yes, I realize that this is an odd color for what we have going on here. We were originally going to try and do the wheels in a Cerakoted bronze like this, but we could not find a color we liked. So now this gets taken apart and sandblasted and powder coated black. But it's not going to happen before the Vintiques. So yes, let's get it cut in. right, now it's all over but the crying. I think she'll go in. She might not ever come back out. Whoa, oh, that's a little bit of an angle. I am not a carpenter. So as this closes up the distance here, this roll pan is a pain in the butt because it is welded on there and you have to go down with the truck and then slide the frame backwards to make everything line up. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but we'll get her on here. All right, guys, you're seeing this live with me. Let's see if there's a gas filler in here. Haha, it's a little far back. But honestly, I think it'll work because your nozzle's going to go in and go right in there. I like that. Obviously, the bed's not bolted down. Well, that's not obvious to you, but I dropped a bolt in. Oh, they might go through. They might go through. We've got something on the driver's side here holding us back from actually going all the way down. So we'll fight with that, see what happens. All right, guys. I think I'm going to end the video off here. We've got a lot done in the last couple days on this thing, and there is a lot more to do. Did get the bed set down on there. I had to double check, but the pucks that I had went in the back because the frame like humps up, and then there's two angle iron brackets that don't clear the hump in the middle of the frame cross member. So we had pucks back there to clear that, and then it was just kind of suspended on the middle one. So I'm going to make some pucks that go in there, probably out of some wood. Actually, I'm probably going to use the wood that came out of it. My Chevy has like oak blocks in there, so we're going to fill those in. They go right here. Oops, turn some light on for you. Yeah, some light on that situation. So right there, and then right there on both sides. And the front is actually sitting on the frame, so that's good. And it does look like the cab and the box are all going downhill at the same angle, so that's a plus. Yeah, like I said, lots to do. I don't even want to pop the hood. It is a mess under there. It's just dirty from sitting. It's been sitting out here. It's been in the shop. It's been out of the shop. It's been covered up. Yeah, so that's got to get a good bath. Like I said, the truck just got kind of washed earlier to get some of the big dirt off of it. I did cut and buff the back of the cab and polish shit, so it actually looks good. So, yeah, you can tell the difference in the door. So, shiny, not shiny, shiny, not shiny. Anyway, we'll get that rest of the cab figured out there later next week. Yeah. So, stay tuned. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure the notification bell is on. Leave a thumbs up and a comment. Let us know what you think. This has been a long-term project. It's almost done. It's getting so close. So close. I will polish the fenders and get those put back on. We'll finish the running boards up. We'll get those put back on with the welting on those. We've probably got another day's worth of just body stuff to do with this before I even get to the stuff that has to be done. The steering column has to be replaced. It is so horrible. Which I'm probably backing myself into a corner here because I don't have any. If I need like steering rod or anything, I don't know if I have any. This is going to be a mess. My guess is that Flaming River column is probably going to have its own It's not Flaming River, sorry, an I Did It column. It's probably going to have its own joint at the bottom. So I actually need to go pull that out right now and look. If I've got to order a joint, I've got to get it here by Monday. So on that note, I'm out, guys. Until next time, keep building awesome stuff. We'll see you later.